Hi guys, Excel Insider welcomes you back to the channel. This episode is based on Excel errors. While working with the worksheet, sometimes we encounter with errors. The error can be of any one of these types. Unless you know about the error, it is very difficult to interpret it and to correct them. In this episode, I will explain about the reason behind each of these errors with examples. Once you know the causes of these errors, it will be very easy for you to decode it and to correct it. So guys, let's start. The most common error is this, where Excel shows the number of hashes. One pertinent cause of this error is that your column width is not enough to show the contents of the cell. For example, here I have mentioned these contents. Here I have date in the long format. Here I have a number. Here I have a formula where I have performed some function. So let me decrease the width of the column gradually. As you can see, the date has been converted to hashes. The number has been converted to hashes, and the formula result also converted to hashes. So guys, if you increase the column width, these error can be removed. So technically this is not an error, this is just a display property. The another reason of this error is that you have applied a formula where the resulting date or time is negative. For example, here I have a date as 9th of November, and if I deduct 5000 days from it, I am getting 3rd of March 2007. The permitted date range for Excel is from 1st of January 1900 to 31st of December 9999. If I make this 5000 as 50,000, my resultant date will be before 1st of January 1900, so Excel will show me the hash error. See here, the hash error is coming. If you point out the error, it shows that dates and times that are negative or too large shows as hash error. For time, here I have time mentioned as approximately 9 p.m. So if I reduce 1 hour, I should get 8 p.m. equal to 1 divided by 24, because one day consists of 24 hours. Enter. So 1 hour is reduced from this. By mistake, if I forget to write 24, Excel will reduce 24 hours from 9 p.m. Hence, the resulting time will be negative. Excel will show me a hash error. Yes, hash error is coming. Guys, the next error is the division error. This is caused where a number is divided by a zero or a blank cell. For example, here I have this numerator and this denominator, and here I have performed a division function. If I convert my denominator as 0, I will get a division error. For example, here if I press 0, here I am getting a division error. The same error also comes when you divide a number by an empty cell. I have copied the same set of data again. Here if I delete this denominator, it will become a blank cell. I will get a division error. Yes, I am getting a division error here. Now guys, I will tell you about any error. This is the most common error you get in Excel. This is mainly caused in lookup and reference functions, where the lookup value is not available in the referred table array. For example, here I have this table array, and here I have performed the lookups. So for example, here if I delete this data from here, I am getting a N error for Nancy because Nancy is not available in the base data. The N error also comes when the lookup value is not perfectly matched with the base data. For example, I have Mike here and Mike here. If I put additional space here, then Mike here and Mike here does not perfectly match. Hence here Excel is returning an N error. Guys, this is the most common reason of getting an N error in lookup formulas, as both these values looks to be same but are not same. You can use the trim function to remove unwanted spaces from the text strings. For that I have a separate video on text functions. The link I will drop in the description section of this video. Guys, another reason of getting any error is when you have not submitted all the required parameters to a formula. For example, here I have the same table array, and here I have performed a VLOOKUP formula for Nancy. If I remove the lookup value parameter from the formula, I will get a NA error. Yes, I am getting an NA error here. One more reason to get NA is that you have used NA function in the worksheet. For example, here equal to NA bracket open bracket close. Here I am getting NA as the result of the formula. Technically, this also is not an error. Now I will explain about value error. This error comes when a parameter in your formula refers to a wrong data type. For example, here I have two values and here I have performed the sum of these values. Sum function can be performed with numerical values. So if I change one of these values to a text value, it will show me a value error. For example, here instead of 5, I mention A. Yes, I am getting a value error. The second example, here I have performed a subtotal formula. As the first argument, I have referred to the sum function, which is 9. For example, instead of 9, if I mention 19, I will get a value error. Yes, value error is coming. The another reason of value error is that you have performed a sum product function where the series are not identical. For example, here I have two series, series 1 and series 2, and here I have performed the sum product formula. If these two series are not identical, for example, both the series have 3 cells, if I change this series to 2 cells, I will get a value error. Yes, I am getting a value error because both the series are not identical. Now guys, we will decode the name error. The reason number one to get the error is that your formula is linked to a name which does not exist. For example, here I have some amount in euros and mention the exchange rate. Let me define a name for the exchange rate. I will select the cell and type a name here, for example EX, and here I will put a formula to calculate the amount in dollars equal to amount in euros divided by X. Enter. I am getting the amount in dollars. If I delete the name X, I will get a name error. Let me show it to you. Go to formulas, name manager, select the name and delete. Close. Here I am getting a name error because name X does not exist. The another reason is that we have used a formula which does not exist, or we have misspelled a formula. For example, here I have performed sum function for this series and average function for this series. If I change the spelling of sum, I will get a name error. For example, here instead of sum, I type Sam. I am getting a name error. For average, I remove one E. I am getting a name error. You will also get a name error if text in some formula is unrecognized by Excel. For example, here I have mentioned two values A and B, and here I have put a if statement where I have said if A is more than B, then sum grade 1, else sum grade 2, and here I have knowingly misspelled sum as Sam. Still I am getting a result for my formula because A is more than B. If A is less than B, then I will get a name error. For example, here if I convert this to 50, then A is less than B. I am getting a name error here. The another way of getting name error is that we have entered text in a formula without the quotes. For example, here I have performed a concatenate function where I have concatenated I love with Excel. If I remove quotes from Excel, I will get a name error. Another example, here I have mentioned if statement where I have said if 2 is more than 1, then print OK, otherwise not OK. If I remove the quotes from OK, I will get a name error. Yes, I am getting a name error here. Guys, you will also get a name error if the cell ranges defined in your formula is not valid. For example, here I have mentioned these values and here I have performed the sum function. Last column Excel has is XFD. So here I have mentioned last column as XFD. In the sum function instead of Q, if I type XFD, I will still get my sum. But if I type XFE, I will get a name error as this is not a valid cell reference. Guys, now I will explain about null error. This error you will get very rarely in Excel. There are only two causes of this error. One is that you have used an incorrect range separator. For example, here I have performed the sum of these two ranges. And instead of colon, if I use space as a range separator, I will get a null error. The another reason that we are calculating an intersection point for two series which do not intersect. For example, here I have calculated the intersection point of these two series. If I move this series to here, then these two series are not intersecting. I will get a null error. Yes, I am getting a null error here. Guys, now I will tell you about the number error. The most common reason of getting a number error is that we have passed the incorrect argument to a function. For example, here I have start date and end date, and here I have calculated the number of working days. I have selected Sunday and Monday as my weekend. If I pass an argument here which is beyond 17, I will get a number error. For example, if I type here 20 and press enter, I am getting a number error as argument 20 is not valid. One more example, here I have calculated the square root of this number. Square root can only be calculated for a positive number. If I convert this positive number as a negative number, I will get a num error. For example, here I put a minus sign, I am getting a number error. Here I have performed a date function for this year, month and day. As you know that Excel can recognize years up to 9999. If I change the year number to 10,000, I will get a number error. Yes, I am getting a number error because argument 10,000 is not valid. When a number mentioned in a cell or result of a formula is too big or too small for Excel to recognize, Excel will throw up a number error. For example, here I have calculated 5 raised to the power 5. I am getting 3125 as a result. If I convert the raised to the power 5 to 500, I will get a number error as the answer of the formula is too big for Excel to handle. Excel also gives a number error when the answer for an iterative formula is not found even after 20 tries. For example, here I have mentioned year-wise cash flows, and here I have calculated the IRR for the cash flows. For IRR calculations, at least one number in the series has to be a minus or a plus. For example, here I have 4 plus and 1 minus number. If I convert this minus number to a plus number, I will get a num error. Yes, I am getting a num error. Let me go back. If I change the cash flows in a way where Excel is not able to determine the IRR in 20 tries, it will give me a number error. So let me change these cash flows. Minus, minus, minus. Here I am getting a number error as Excel cannot determine the IRR for the project. In this example, I have used a large function where I am calculating the third largest value from this series. If I change this argument from 3 to 4, I will get a number error as the series has only 3 values and Excel cannot determine the fourth largest number. Now guys, I will explain about the reference error. This error comes when your formula refers to a worksheet which does not exist. To show that, I have created a helper worksheet here where I have mentioned these two values, and here I have performed a sum function where I have added the values from this sheet and from the helper worksheet. If I delete the helper worksheet, I will get a reference error here. Delete. Yes, here I am getting a reference error. Another reason of getting reference error is that your formula is referring to a range which is deleted. I have mentioned a table array here and I have performed a VLOOKUP. If I delete this table array, I will get a reference error. So let me delete it. Select Control minus and delete. I am getting a reference error here because my table array does not exist anymore. Guys, here I finish my today's episode. I hope you would have liked it and have a good idea about Excel errors. Now you can take a quick action to resolve it when you get any of these errors. So guys, if you would have liked this episode, then please give a thumbs up and subscribe the channel for more such videos. I will take a leave now. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye and see you in the next video.